back to school again. Students, educators, and all stakeholders are ready for the start of the 2016-2017 academic year.
Remember that no student must be denied access to any school.
Tune into a national broadcast from the Education, Youth and Information Minister, Senator Ruel Reid, on schools' readiness for the new year. That's a national broadcast by Education, Youth and Information Minister, Senator Ruel Reid, this Sunday, September 4 on this station. Good day, I'm Tamara McHale, and this is your GIS News for Friday, September 2. Over 12,000 teachers have been trained to deliver lessons from the new National Standards curriculum across 5 grades starting this academic year. The revised curriculum, which places emphasis on project-based and problem-solving learning, is being rolled out in grades 1, 4, 7, 8, and 9. Educators received training in July and early August on strategies for implementing the new curriculum.
Several other training programs are being conducted in the preparation of our teachers in several areas, including literacy, numeracy, technical and vocational education, early childhood, special education, health and family life education, cross-cutting themes such as behavior modification as well as science.
Meanwhile, equipment and material are being bought and distributed to 50 schools in which the Alternative Pathway for Secondary Level Education program will be implemented this year. And the Career Advancement Program CAP has been expanded as the flagship program for the creation of an additional 2 years experience at the secondary level.
Over 110 schools and institutions have been approved to offer this program to date, and others are being processed. Approximately 10,000 students who are exiting grade 11 are targeted to be part of this intervention.
The Education Ministry's recently established Math Consortium was set to have its first meeting today. The consortium, which represents a mix of all critical stakeholders, was set up to help government determine a way forward for improving Jamaican students' performance in mathematics. The announcement came in the wake of a 14% drop in students' passes in this year's CSET math results. Minister Ruel Reid says a raft of strategies will be rolled out during the year as the ministry takes a proactive approach to helping students.
Ask our team to collect data from our high schools on the performance of these students at the end of the school year. So we'd like the data for the students moving to grade 10 and 11. So we are very clear as to exactly what we are doing, where they are in terms of the spectrum, so we can have more targeted intervention across each school.
Government is delivering on its commitment to increase the mobility of the police force by repairing 100 damaged police vehicles under Operation Quick Fix. At an official handing over ceremony yesterday, National Security Minister Robert Montego announced that 20 of the vehicles have been repaired and released to various police divisions across the country. The work, which is being done at the JCF's Transport and Repairs Division, is also supported by private garages with $50 million in funding from the Tourism Enhancement Fund.
It is cheaper, in my view, to get the vehicles out rather than have them parked here. The TNRs also, they have in effect a maintenance program, preventative maintenance program, where vehicles are now required to come in, whether here or in the contracted garages in Western and Northern Jamaica, on a cycle for maintenance.
Minister Montego says an additional 14 vehicles should be ready for deployment in short order, while the procurement process for about 260 pre-owned vehicles is still on track. The Ministry of Justice is looking to recruit more than 6,000 persons to serve as Justices of the Peace, JPs. In a statement from the Justice Ministry, he says there is need for more JPs to help bring social stability, civility, and ultimately economic growth to Jamaica. But the minister is warning JPs to ensure that persons whom they recommend for the post are of good repute, as a program will be implemented to decommission JPs who act inappropriately. If you are interested, visit the Ministry of Justice's website at moj.gov.jm or call them at 906-4923-31. Audrey Marks has been appointed as Jamaica's new ambassador designate to the United States and permanent representative designate to the Organization of American States, OAS. The confirmation comes in a statement from Foreign Affairs Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith. Expressing confidence in Ambassador Mark's capabilities, Minister Johnson-Smith says she brings a wealth of experience in diplomacy, business and philanthropy to the post. Ambassador Marks, who has had an active career in the private sector as the founder and the chairman of Paymaster Jamaica, previously served a 2-year stint as Jamaica's ambassador to the U.S. in 2010. The St. Mary native will assume her duties in the coming weeks. And finally, the selection process for the 129 applicants to the Jamaica House Fellowship Program is to be completed by mid-October. Chief Technical Director in the Office of the Prime Minister, Jacqueline Lynch Stewart, says the selection process was extended due to the overwhelming response. 76 females and 53 males have applied for the program, which is exclusively for Jamaican citizens. 14 Jamaicans living overseas have also applied. Successful applicants will be empowered to make greater contributions and leadership from being involved in a wide range of high-impact government projects. Applications for the Jamaica House Fellowship opened on June 20 and closed on August 2. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Tamara McHale. Thank you for watching.
We have championed e-learning in Jamaica, provided state-of-the-art technology in over 200 educational institutions, developed materials for CSEC, piloted the Tablets in Schools project in 38 schools, including infant and primary, and trained thousands of teachers in technology integration. We are E-Learning Jamaica Company Limited, ELJAM, an agency of the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology. Visit our website, www.elearnja.org.
Schools opening on Monday means the roads will be much more populated by young children traveling to and from their institutions of learning. In the hustle and bustle, parents and children are being reminded to take special care, and motorists are urged to keep an eye out for the little ones. Here are a few road safety tips to keep in mind.
Life in any form is a gift too precious to measure. The birth of brand new possibilities and exciting potential for whatever. For those at the early stages of this journey, it is expected that the ones who are older, those in positions of guardianship, will take the steps necessary to ensure their safety in all areas, not least of all as they travel from one destination to another.
I think every single adult who is a driver has a tremendous responsibility, not only for the safety of children, but the safety of other drivers, pedestrians. Driving comes with a tremendous responsibility, and it's up to you to remain alert, particularly when it comes to children. We are their guardians.
Children are among our most vulnerable road users. It's why the Ministry of Transport and Works, and particularly the Road Safety Unit, has spent time coming up with measures to ensure that the traffic environment for them is as safe as possible.
The law comes down very heavily on the side of children when we act irresponsibly, and as a result they are injured.
Laws like the Road Traffic Act, the Child Care and Protection Act, and the Protective Devices legislation speak to the issue in some way.
I want drivers to stop when I am at the pedestrian crossing.
Drivers who ignore the prompting of a traffic warden to stop before reaching the place where children are crossing or seeking to cross, or who put the vehicle in motion before the children have completely crossed the road, commit an offense under the Road Traffic Act. The Ministry of Transport and Works is also doing its part To ensure that pedestrian crossings are maintained, sidewalks are provided, and appropriate signs are installed, including at designated school zones.
I think parents really need to ensure that children are trained as to how to cross the road.
No, son. A verb is an action word.
Parents need to become more involved in their children's education.
Parents are the first and in many cases the most important teachers.
Read with your children. Review their schoolwork. Visit their school.
Tapping and rapping and slapping, I said.
Nice. High five. Woo!
A good education will never decay.
Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, more commonly known as STEAM, is the new focus of the school learning environment. Your child will share stories with you of their scientific tests or art exploits at school. Please do encourage them, as the STEAM areas foster excellent career paths. See now how one Portmore-based school is winning in this area.
Hey, solar, we are going to use solar. That Waterford High, we are use solar. What we say?
Today on School Zone, Waterford High School strikes yet again, creating light bulbs using plastic bottles. Now that's a bright idea. Stick around with me for more. You will need a sheet of zinc, a chisel and marker, bottles of water and bleach, a sheet metal cutter and flash bond.
Okay, you will start by marking out the zinc. So you use the marker and mark out the zinc. And you can use the bottle, or you can cut out like piece of cartridge paper at the size of the bottle. So you would cut it like 3 millimeter bigger than the hole. So I already have one here which is cut out already. So I'm just going to use this. After you have done that now, you would use a chisel to cut out the bottle hole. After you have used the chisel to bore the hole, you're going to use the metal sheet cutter and cut it. So when you're cutting the zinc, try to have someone professional around you to cut the zinc to avoid cuts.
We came up with this project because of the pollution of plastic bottles in our school environment. The Science Club has come together to work to construct a classroom that was out of use. So we have renovated one classroom to solar classroom using plastic bottles with water and bleach.
So when you insert the bottle, you could pour your bleach in before or after, whichever way you rather it. 2 drops of bleach.
The bleach will act against fungi that will create algae in the water.
So after that now, you can cut out the shape to fit on the house top or the school top.
The Waterford High School in St. Catherine, an institution which has been steadily developing a reputation for producing young people with skills in various areas. This current solar plastic bottle light bulb project is testament to that.
We went online, did some research, and we found out that in the Philippines, they actually use a light bulb, they use plastic bottle and water as a lighting source there for low-income families. That idea was brilliant, and we innovate on it a little. So what we do is to actually find a way to light it up without using electricity, since the light bill here is really high, right? So we find a way to use get lighting from the plastic bottle, and we are currently using it in the classroom now.
School Zone visited the classroom in question and checked out how this natural lighting is working for the students.
First, they were saying about the heat, but they're misunderstanding. It's not the bottles the heat is coming from. It's from the zinc roof. But the bottles now give off a good enough light. It's not too bright and it's not too low.
So what about when it rains? Those same holes created to let in the light would also let in the rain, right?
Above, on top of the roof, we use flashband. Silver stuff to use the patch holes and zinc roof. And underneath the bottom, we use silicone to seal out the water. That's no water can come in. So the flashband used to hold the bottle, that it don't fall out. And the silicone used to seal out water pattern. So whenever rain fall or anything, it won't affect the class. It won't leak or anything.
The young innovators at Waterford High also invented a timely tool to deal with predial larceny.
We call it PDL alert system. What we actually did was to innovate on some technologies that already exist to build an alarm system that can put on a farm. Predial larceny is very common now in the world, in Jamaica, and what we do is trying to find ways to prevent this activity.
The PDL alert system, it is placed under the ground. It detects pressure. It placed around your livestock. Not all around the farm, but placed mainly around your livestock. Whenever we have a trespasser now and they step on it, they detect the pressure and it's on a step because you can't see it. So there will be no sabotage. For example, look, whenever a trespasser step on the mines, you hear alarming sound go off. As in, if you press and you hear the alarming sound. It can either be a loud sound in the surrounding where it can scare off the thieves. They want to get back away from the farm because they can draw attention to the farm.
The farmer is not on the farm. The motion sensing camera will pick up whatever is going on the farm, and if his farm is in town and he's in Portmore, he can stay at Portmore and view his farm on his cellular phone.
Talk about innovation. Besides the creative use of technology, the hard work of both students and teachers is already paying off.
Waterford High has entered the UDC competition with the solar bottle bulbs, where we were placed first over the other schools. We were also placed third in the catalyst competition with our solar bottle bulb. The Catalyst Youth Innovators Competition is a competition for young innovators. The competition is all about us finding an idea and acting upon it to make a business. We entered the competition with two major projects, the solar bottle bulbs and an alarm system to act against predial larceny. We won big idea for that one due to the high level of technology that we put in it.
To say that we are overly excited and happy is an understatement. The entire Waterford High School family stands behind the young scientists. When we realized they were going to enter this competition, we supported them 199%. And when we realized that they won, it was pandemonium and excitement because we realized that these young people are innovative. They have the right attitude to wanting to experiment. And so as they continue on the path of excellence, which is what our motto is, we are overjoyed that they were able to put together something that could bring all of Jamaica to Waterford High School again.
Public acclaim and prizes aside, the plastic bottle LipoBulb solar project and predial larceny system have huge potential to make entrepreneurs out of these young scientists.
We want to target other schools in the community and other schools out of the community. We are planning to do an installation fee, the students doing the installation for them, and they can always come and visit our school to look at our classroom and we want them to actually adopt this kind of procedure to conserve on electricity.
At Waterford I, we have a light problem.
Mountain we say that the
I builds them.
We need a solution
We try solve them. Solar. We are going to use solar. Solar.
At Waterford I, we are use solar.
The Ministry of Education, Youth and Information is committed to ensuring that every Jamaican child has the best learning environment to thrive and needs your cooperation to make the education system work successfully.
What are the school's voluntary contributions for?
Co-curricular and sports activities and school development.
What amount are parents to contribute?
Your contributions are voluntary and the amount depends on the type of programs being offered by the school.
If my child is being denied access to school, can I complain to the ministry?
Yes. You can call or visit any of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information's 6 regional offices or send an email to complaints@moey.gov.jm.
What support is there for PATH students?
PATH students are not expected to make contributions and are to be provided with 5 days free lunch as of this year.
Parents and guardians, do continue to make your voluntary financial contributions to your children's school. The institutions need your assistance for their school development and sporting activities. Remember, every child can learn. Every child must learn.
As of last Thursday, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, JCDC, has been accepting entries for its various competitions for 2017. If you are interested, there are competitions in the culinary, visual and performing arts, creative writing, song, speech, dance, drama, traditional folk forms, and the Festival Queen competition. Though entries for all competitions opened on September 1, they have varied closing dates. November 25 is D-Day for the Jamaica Gospel Song, Children's Gospel Song, Festival Song, and National Festival of the Performing Arts competitions. Entries for the Jamaica Visual Arts Competition and Exhibition will not be accepted after January 27, 2017. The deadline for the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition is February 28, and it's March 16 for the Jamaica Culinary Arts competition. If you're into creative writing, mark your calendar for April 28. And remember June 30 if you want to enter the 2017 World Reggae Dance Championship. Entry forms and additional information can be accessed online at the JCDC website, jcdc.gov.jm, and at the JCDC head office located at 325 Phoenix Avenue, Kingston 10. You can also contact any JCDC parish office island-wide.
The media landscape is awash with commercials offering a variety of loans, but consumers be cautious about these seemingly attractive deals. Loan companies sometimes practice over-lending to consumers and impose excessive fees and onerous contract terms. If you are seeking a loan, try to approach reputable organizations like banks and credit unions. Consider these points before you borrow: the purpose of the loan, the terms and conditions including the type of interest and the associated processing fees, the period for repayment, and other non-interest related charges. If you think a loan offer is misleading or false, contact the Consumer Affairs Commission. Call 906-5425, 906-8568, or 906-0813. They are located at 34 Trafalgar Road, Kingston 10.
We've come to the end of Jamaica Magazine for this Friday. Thanks for spending time with us. Remember to keep up to date with the latest government info. Join us online at jis.gov.jm or watch our programs on our YouTube channel. And be sure to check out our other social media platforms. You may also catch a new edition of Jamaica Magazine tomorrow on this very station. Until then, I'm Theodore Henry. Have yourselves a great evening.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.